Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakam. And of course, double honors go out to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who through the Holy Spirit continue to teach us His truth. This is Naaman with the DC Camp. Wow. Here before you are two of the dumbest people lately that I've come across. Here it is, these two, and to make it worse, they're dykes, they're homos. Alright? But here's what happened. These dumbasses, they go over to Bali in Indonesia, living it up, living good. Alright? Got out of America. And this is a thing too against social media and how it can just mess you up all around, alright? If you, as these two idiots here, alright, get consumed by it, allow it to take over your life. Anyway, here we go. This is from the Daily Dot, and it says, viral tweets about living cheap in Bali may lead to couples deportation. Ain't no may about it. It's, the bitch is waiting for the next plane. This is from January 19th, 3 days ago, alright? Here it is, what they're claiming now. It says, the couple says they're being deported because they're members of the LGBT community. So they're bringing this up now because they done fucked up, alright? An American couple's Twitter thread blew up after they detailed how a year ago they took off to Bali, Indonesia, and to live the high life on a low budget. The story was met with fierce criticism and an alleged threat of deportation. Alright. Kristen Gray, whose username is Christian Tootie, shared the thread, which was no longer available on Monday evening because her account had become private, as it should have all along. It says screenshots posted by other users reshared the tweets. And one repost received more than 75,000 likes by Tuesday. Alright, it says for anyone curious about the deleted hidden Bali thread, we're not going to go into that because, wow. In the explosive thread, Grace said she and her girlfriend, identified later as Sandra, booked a one-way ticket to Bali after a year of career challenges. This island has been amazing because of our elevated lifestyle at a much lower cost of living. Cool. No problem. Alright? You got out of America, and this is also, I'm going to get the scriptures, proof that no matter where you flee to, alright, as an Israelite, the curses are going to follow you. There's no running away from it. Alright? Wow. I'm just using this as an example. These things are going to get what's coming to them, whatever. But I'm using this as an example, just in general. Alright? It says, according to one screenshot, she explained she was paying $1,300 for a studio in Los Angeles, but pays $400 for a tree house in Bali. And I was trying to find, when I first saw this on my phone, the place that they showed, man, wow. And these idiots are going to spend the rest of their life, however long that is, or however short that is, coming to grips with how they fucked it up. It says in the explosive thread, wait a minute. Grace said as the pandemic and the subsequent global shutdown hit, she and her girlfriend changed their 6-month plan and decided to stay in Bali to wait it out. At least one Twitter user said the move may have been illegal. Indonesia grants a 30-day tourist visa for American citizens, which travelers can get on arrival and will only grant a one-time renewal for another 30 days. So possibly, and at the most, you get 60 days. All right. But these motherfuckers been there for a whole year. U.S. citizens who are entrepreneurs and or entering the country for business purposes with the intention to stay longer than 30 days are required to obtain a visa. Grace said in one of her first tweets that she moved to Bali to stack some bread and elevate our lifestyle, but didn't clarify whether she obtained a visa. Gray acknowledged the presence of a large so-called black community on Bali and shared that as black queer women, she and her partner felt safe there. Well, that's your first thing there. Alright? It's you, not everybody else. We're just two black girls trying to give knowledge, and she goes and all that. That sounds like that black unconsciousness bullshit. Alright? Let's see. She concluded her thread with links to her and Sandra's socials, plus a link to their ebook, Our Bali Life is Yours, described as a guide to breaking down how we did it and how you can do it too. And there you have it. That's why everybody's up in uproar. Here's a tweet that says, do you realize that you're actually encourage people across the world to move not only to visit? No. Do you know that Bali is a small island and not the whole big country? Are you actually aware and give a damn of how this will affect the locals and their well-being? Here's another. Oh, it's the same one. It says, I get it that living in Bali with Balinese is nice and undemanding, as that just how Balinese are. Yet that doesn't give you free tickets to sounding out or advertise your serene life as an easy or thrifty escape to everyone without weighing the long-term lives of locals of Bali itself. And I thought about this. Isn't it ironic that we as a people over here, alright, we get gentrified all the time, but one gives a damn. Alright, probably some of these self-same people, that we're talking about here. Like I said, no matter where you go, you can't outrun the curses. In fact, I haven't been talking so long. Let's get some scriptures here. This is Genesis 25. What the hell am I doing? I don't know why I had that on my brain. It's Deuteronomy 28. Wow. Been thinking about Esau. Or are you thinking about me? How in the hell did that happen? Let's see. I said 28, not 2. Yeah, I said, the irony here. The neighborhood I'm in right now is being gentrified as I speak. But that's kind of one of these things where it's not, what the hell? Man, I don't know what's wrong with me. That's Deuteronomy, not Genesis. Slack. Alright. Now we're at it. This is Deuteronomy 28, and let's see. Here it is. I think it's 43. Hold on. Oh yeah, here it is. This is the start of 37. It says, Deuteronomy 28 and 37, it says, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Most High Yahweh shall lead thee. Alright? Skipping down to 44, it says, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Most High Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. First and foremost, with these idiots, the lifestyle they're leading. contrary to the laws, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Alright? So, right off top, no matter what they do, until you straighten that out, until you repent, alright? And of course, where the heck did I? And of course, that's up to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to forgive you, you know? But I'm gonna get to why they just messed up by doing that. Here it is. How have you ensured that moving to Bali and encouraging others to do so isn't contributing to gentrification? I.e. raising prices so natives aren't kicked out, forcing Balinese to learn English as opposed to expats learning Bahasa. This, as an Indonesian myself, I love that people love Bali, but gentrification is real and it can negatively affect the locals. Again, nobody's worried about it when it happens to us. But isn't it ironic? They're using these two idiots who are jakes in order to rouse the locals, so to speak. It says some were especially concerned about the potential risk of traveling to foreign countries amid the coronavirus pandemic. Alright, whatever. Here's another one. I mean, I'm happy that you and your partner have found a welcoming community there. However, as a passport holder of Global North, you should be aware that your invitation for people to come to Bali is harmful, even more so in the middle of that pandemic crap again. It says, I'm just going to scroll on down here just for time's sake. It says, for some, the story was reminiscent of a trend called bag packing, wherein white tourists travel outside the U.S. Exactly. And they're going to use your dumb asses to highlight this. All right. And who is it going to? Of course, see, those bad Negroes, all right, when white tourists travel outside the U.S. and beg on the streets for money. One Balinese local lamented that foreigners doing illegal jobs have affected the cost of living. All right. Here's one that says, I was born and raised in Kalimantan. My mom is Balinese, and I live in Bali married to a foreigner. I can understand why many Indonesians are mad. There's so many foreigners doing illegal jobs, and the price of houses insanely went up. Bali isn't really affordable anymore for local. This is another reason why all over people are just tired of Americans. It says on Monday, both Gray and Sandra's Instagram accounts, which have more than 23,000 followers combined, were made private. Okay, it should have been that way and remain that way from the get-go. Here goes another one. It says, hiding your illegal stay with helping families in Bali isn't cool, you know. Gray also received flack for claiming that Bali is LGBT friendly, a show of the protection that American citizenship can provide while being a local cannot. Someone says, please, as a part of the LGBTQ plus community, hiding and pretending to be straight because this country is homophobic is hell. And they had the audacity saying that this country is, you know, friendly to those people. But this guy, yeah, I'm just going to skip on down. This guy just sums it up. All right. Uh-oh, going to wash?
No, I'm going to take this coat to the clean.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here's this guy. He just sums it up. All right. And I'm going to end it on this.
Okay, you guys know I've been living in Bali for like a year. I've been reading you guys' comments, and here's what's going on. Basically, there was someone saying, they were foreigners saying that how they've been living in Bali, how they've been doing it illegally, and they were been showing other people how to do it illegally as well. And they posted it on Twitter, and then everything blew up. And then apparently, people started talking about, they were saying it was because of my color. And all of a sudden, now everyone's paying attention to what's going on in Bali.
go. That sums the whole thing up. That's another thing people are tired of, because just because you're screwed up in the head, all right, so you want to go and try to encourage others to do that, and they have strict laws against that. That's their country. That's another big thing about why people don't like Americans. You know, here it is, their democracy. We must spread democracy, and it's spreading all this wicked ass shit. All right, people are just tired of it. You know, Revelations 18, the first part of it, the nations were angry. All right, Habakkuk, the second chapter. All right, all these point to one thing. Here you got this group of people, Americans, that philosophy, that wine, that doctrine that they spread throughout the world. People are like, you know what, this is BS. We had our own customs, and everybody was so quick to give theirs up. That's why Revelation 11 and 18, you know, the nations are angry, all right? And they are. As it comes, you know, comes down to it, these people are destroying the world on so many, the earth on so many levels. You know, it's not just one. It's not just the physical aspect of it, where you got these, where the environment is being messed up because of pollution. All right, you got the morality that's taking a dive. Everybody's spirit is just like Proverbs 29 and 2. You know, everybody's in mourning now because this devil. Everybody's catching on to this so-called pandemic is some BS, just to cover something else up. All right, namely how they're trying to establish this new monetary system, trying to sneak it in, and they're using this as a distraction. This so-called pandemic. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Wow. Let's see what my time is. Okay. Yeah, you have to wrap it up. All right. So once again, these two stupid lesbos here. All right. This is from the Daily Dot. It's all over, so you can just type in black women booted out of Bali or something like that, and it's going to come up. Different news outlets covering it. I was trying to search for one that had a picture of the place where they were living, and I'm like, but that's what you get when you run your mouth, even though they were doing wickedness to begin with, but they played a big part in that. So anyway, call it all Yahweh by Shemi al-Shah by Shemi Karkadash. Once again, double honors go out to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who continue to teach us this truth through the Holy Spirit. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and byways pushing this truth, all honest and sincerity, while trying to wake up the remaining hopefully elect. So with that, shalom.